This is like take 4 or 5, and I'm just gonna keep it straight raw, no cuts, no butts, no nothing. I'm currently on the road. I'm heading up to Scotts Valley. I'm from Southern California, and it's my first time heading up north. It's a 7-hour drive. I've never driven this far in my life, and with that being said, I just wanted to go off the topic of change. You know, my life's been changing for the past 2 years, I would say, going from a teenager to a young adult to an adult, you know, and realizing how much of my time I've spent doing things that maybe I shouldn't have, with no regrets, obviously, but there will always be times where I feel like I could have been doing something else in my life. And I think that's okay. That just puts me in a mindset and a different state of mind to get to the places I want to be now. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and share what things have been changing in my life and what type of changes I want to make now. I'll go ahead and say that one of the biggest changes I made in the past year and a half, 2 years, was I took a chance on love. And I would have to say that's like the biggest blessing. Although that relationship was tough, and for me it was my very first time as an adult falling in love, it really taught me a lot. Before I got into this relationship, I was constantly drinking, smoking, in a place as a young man, chasing tail, which I'm not proud of, and just doing things that I think I could have been doing different things, but I have no regret, because that's where, you know, making that change comes in. A lot of us could regret things, but the best thing I've learned from myself is you got to take those things that you regret and turn them into what did I say? Take those things that you regret and turn them into lessons and make that a blessing, you know? Love was something that I truly, you know, I think I needed to open myself up. It later on led me to having a relationship with God, and that's another change I made down the road, and this was just not too long ago. See, I grew up going to church and understanding that God was there, but once I got older, I kind of lost that belief. You know, I lost that faith. And while I was in that relationship, I definitely didn't have it, and I wish I did, because it would have saved me. And I bet if I had God in my life at that point, which I did, you know, God's always with us, but I just wasn't as faithful and as truthful and as loyal and as honest as I should have been. And those are all changes that I have made to better myself and become the man that I want to be. Another change I made in my life was, as you guys saw in the last video, and thank you to everybody that viewed it, I am 6 months sober, going on to 7, and that has been amazing to me. There has been ups and downs, and definitely deal with that want still, but not that need. Back then it would be a need, like, oh, I gotta have it, and I would try to drop the nicotine, I would try to drop the alcohol, I'd try to drop the smoking, but it always just come back around. But this time, it was different. And when I tell you it was a blessing, for those that don't know, I have a kid on the way. I have a baby on the way. And 3 months into being sober, that's when I found out. And I have never felt more prepared in my life. I have never felt more present in my life. More, you know, there's days where I feel down and my emotions are low. And listen to how I'm going to say this. And I'm okay with just sitting with it now. I'm okay with just not doing anything about it and just sitting there and thinking about why I feel so low and accepting it. Back then, it would always be a way, or there would always be a need to cope with my sadness or my depression or my anxiety. And my main like go-to was alcohol, was smoking, and I just never could put that down. And I did for 9 months once, and that was the most recent time I went sober, was 9 months. That was the longest time I went sober, and this had to be when I was 21. But that all ended because of the choices I made. Now I'm more in control, and I have changed my mindset where I know that I can make choices, and this goes for everybody. Everybody can make choices in life. So when you choose to do better, you're going to do things for yourself, and not only will that affect you, and not only will that make you better and stronger, but you're going to see the people around you grasp onto that, or you're going to realize that, hey, maybe these people aren't for me. I have been finding myself, and I am still feeling a sense of like lost, because I am 24 years old, 23. But at the end of the day, I feel like I have a purpose in this life, and I feel that everybody does. And I'm okay with not knowing now, because I feel like I will know at one point. And that is something I never had. I always felt like, I would run to just wanting to end my life. And I'd be lying to you guys, because as of recently, something happened, and I just got super low. And I felt like, wow, I have no purpose in this life. But I kind of just let it go, and I cried a bit. I let it out. And next thing you know, I wake up the next morning. Well, the night prior to waking up that morning, I had prayed. I prayed on it. I said, God, what's going on right now? And I started saying, I'm thankful for this life. And something I've been learning too with this change and changing my mindset is by having faith, there's going to be things that you don't understand, that will be okay. Because by having faith, and I might butcher this a bit, and I already am, but by having faith, you're going to understand that not understanding is okay, because there is another plan for you. If things don't go your way, that's probably because, and man, let me tell you, so many times in my life, things have not gone my way, and I try to force them, and I try to make them my way, and I try to, I can't tell you how many times I've done it with my family, my partner, my brothers, my friends, and I try to force them, and then I get so low that they don't go my way. But now it's like, if things don't go my way, I know that they're not supposed to go my way, or that it's okay, and there's going to be something else along the line or down the road in my own life. And that's a blessing. I've been blessed with, I'm going to Scotts Valley right now, and the friend that I'm about to visit has been sober for, I think, a couple weeks less than me, and started like this journey at the same time, and it's crazy. It's crazy, man. Shout out. You know who you are if you're watching this, but shout out to you, man. Kept it true, kept it solid, and I've just been surrounded by a great circle. And I'm just talking. I'm just chopping it up with everybody, saying what I'm saying. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. I promise I'm gonna get better at this. And this is just raw footage. But as I said, I'm about to have a kid. I'm about to have a baby, and I'm ecstatic, dude. To all the newborn fathers out there or first-time fathers, I'm sure you guys can relate of how stressful it could be at first. If you weren't ready for it, or if it was unplanned, and how nerve-wracking it could be. But with the grace and the glory I give to God, and the grace that He gives me, and the people around me, and just, I'm excited. You know, I'm super excited. Our baby is due in December. And man, sorry, I turned speechless when I started thinking about this. You know, at first I was so nervous, and now all of a sudden, like, right? So speaking of that, like, I'm making fatherly changes now. I'm now managing my money differently. I am now focused on not only my future, but the future that I created, and taking care of not the mom of my child and our baby. Our baby, I can't tell you. One of my friends told me the other day, is like, this baby is your blessing, and this baby is a reason that you're changing and you're going the way that you are. And I believe that. I believe that because I did not picture myself at 24 doing this, honestly. And I'm so happy I'm where I'm at. I got a career. I got a job that's stable. If you ever feel like change is impossible, it definitely is, no matter who you are. Sometimes patience is a virtue, and it's hard, and it's not easy, and change, you know, doesn't happen overnight, and sometimes it's scary for some of us, you know, because you're so caught up and you're content with the usual. But don't fear it, and don't stress it. It's all gonna fall into place, and when things fall out of place, it might be for better. I know for me, it showed me character. It's built me character. It's built me to become the person that I am today, and I am still working. And I don't believe in perfect. I believe that perfect is a perspective. So what's perfect to me may not be perfect to anybody else. But at the end of the day, I still don't believe in perfect. I'm a strong believer that everything changes, and not every day's promise. So that's why I take day by day and accept the changes that come my way, even though they're hard. And if you have to, just sit with it and think. Think for a day or two. Let it out. Life's a blessing. Life's wonderful. And I'm going to leave it at that. I know I talked a lot, 12 minutes, but today's topic is just change, and that's going to be the title of this video. I want to thank, you know, I checked my YouTube channel yesterday. Like I said, I don't have social media, so I have nowhere to share it. But thank you to the 29 people that viewed it the other day. I am going to go ahead and release some more videos, whether it be review videos or whether it be little vlogs here and there. But I'm going to work on this because I want to show my baby and everybody out there that no matter who you are, it is possible. And no matter what you do, you can do things. No matter where you're at, people are going to judge. But you can do things for yourself. You can do things to show other people without knowing. Like, I don't know if this is going to help anybody down the road. But I hope it does, because it's helping me. And I love, the world's beautiful. I know I'm still going. I do this all the time. I would do this with the baby mama all the time. I just keep talking. The same thing with other people. It's just another thought comes to my head every time and every time. And that's all I gotta say. But hey, thank you guys for watching. As I was saying, I don't have social media, so anybody that sees this or anybody that receives this, thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Go ahead and here, I'm gonna say this. If you made it this far into the video, drop a comment of what you've changed in your life or what you're planning to change. And it's never too late, man. Some of us say it's too late. It's never too late. Change is happening as we speak. Change is happening as this video is going. You don't even realize it, but change is always happening. Some of us don't even. I'm saying too much, man. Life's a blessing. Make sure you keep a smile on your face. I'm out of here. I'm going to go ahead and check how far along the road I got left. But check it out. San Francisco, 258 miles away. Man, life's a blessing. Keep change. Hey, I don't even know what to say no more. I'm out of here. Peace. Thank you for watching.